and welcome back to Dream Central Station, where we facilitate holistic personal growth through wisdom, inspiration, spirituality, education, and action so that we can maximize our potential and live our deliberately realized end achieved methodically. Before we get started, I kindly ask that if you haven't done so already, that you would like, subscribe, and share this channel with all those in your friends and family, your immediate circle, those that you think this could have a positive, lasting impact on their lives. As we delve into this week's episode, I'd really like to share a cool story with you about my attendance at my niece's graduation ceremony at the Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi. Today's message or Dream Central Station episode is going to be entitled Private Preparation Equals Public Proclamation, or P4. The thing I like about that statement is whatever you do in secret, whatever you're doing in private, whatever you're doing behind the scenes has a tendency to come out when you actually hit the scene. So there I was at Jackson State University, minding my own business, and all of a sudden my daughter says, "Hey, Daddy, I need to go to the bathroom." So we get up, we go past all the people, excuse me, to get to a place where we can find our way to the restroom. When we run into my niece and a crowd of her friends, a team of her friends who are all fired up, getting ready to embark upon the journey of the rest and best of their lives. When my niece threw out the gauntlet, she gave me the challenge of talking them up. Go ahead, Uncle Bluey. Give them something to grow off of. Give them some type of blessing, empowerment, word of inspiration. And so without further delay, we're going to go into what I said to them, and then we'll come back and I'll give us some parting comments.
Talk him up.
Give me a leadership
that's it.
speech.
That's it.
Okay, all right.
Leadership
So,
speech.
so what are we going? Okay.
Okay. Yes.
If you think you're beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you'd like to win, but you think you'll lose, it's almost certain that you won't. If you think you'll lose, then you're lost. For in this world we find, success begins with a person's will. It's all in your frame of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You got to think high to rise. You got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. The thing about life that we come to understand, that it's not always about going to the stronger or faster person, but sooner or later, the one who wins is the one who thinks they can.
Yeah.
So if you think you can do a thing or you think you can, you're right either way. And this is the perfect time because I like to time travel, right? Take a trip 10, 15, 20 years into your future and ask yourself, what do you see? Because that vision will drive your decisions. Who do I marry? Who do I befriend? Who do I hang out with? Where do I go? What do I do with myself? Your vision will answer all of those questions. Here's the magic trick. If it brings you closer to what you see, go with it. If it takes you further away from what you're envisioning, stay away from it, okay? That's the best thing I can tell you as a 44 going on 45-year-old who graduated from Hampton University over 20 years ago. Everything that you're planning on doing, the good stuff, is in your future. Because right now your future self is looking back at you through the window of a memory. So your future self is looking at this day and this crazy bald man, Gabrielle's uncle gave us a speech before the speaker came out and all that other stuff got us all jacked up at Jackson State University. So listen, everything that you're thinking, you're right. So, big things popping, little things stopping. There's a philosopher out there from Atlanta, Georgia. Anybody familiar with the A? Clifford Harris, also known as CIP. Big things popping, little things stopping. Whatever you're thinking, think positive thoughts. Surround yourself by positive people, and be that positive person in somebody else's circle. All right? See, I didn't even know that. Yeah! Dominate on three. Dominate on three. 1, 2, 3. Dominate. All right, so. That's right. Dominate on three. 1, 2, 3. Dominate. That's what we're here for. If you saw in that footage, it gave you a snapshot of just about all the things, or a lot of which I was talking about from week 1, the first episode back in January, all the way up until now. I think about how whatever you do in your spare time has a tendency to come out in your featured moments. So just think about that. Private preparation equals public proclamation. When I embarked upon the journey of starting Dream Central Station, I really endeavored to empower every one of the viewers, every person in the present and future, every present subscriber and viewer, and every future viewer that will ever look at this footage. I always purpose to empower, inspire through wisdom and inspiration, spirituality, education, and action, that you could go out there and whatever you envision, whatever you see in your future, that you can move closer to it. If it's something that you desire, and whatever it is in your future, if it draws anxiety, if it enlists a spirit of fear, that you would actually take the right countermeasures to ensure that whatever you are anxious about, whatever you are fearful of, does not happen. So in this particular instance, because I was working out in my soul, researching, I had the muscle memory, and I actually had the messages already inside of me. In actuality, I stayed ready. You know, there's a quote out there that says, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Well, that speaks to preparation. So hopefully from this message, you get private preparation equals public proclamation. Whatever you're preparing for, whatever you're doing in secret, will eventually arrive in the main featured moments of your life. So I just want to encourage you to continue on. It may seem like you're underground. It may seem like you're hidden. It may seem like whatever small beginning that you have going on right now, that it'll never pan out to be anything great. I really want you to think about the scripture in the Bible that says, never despise the day of small beginnings. And then I want you to think about having faith like the grain of a mustard seed. One of the best examples that I can draw from right now is thinking about how small a mustard seed can be, how small it is, but then how that one mustard seed develops into a huge tree. And then that tree produces more mustard seeds. So sooner or later, not only do you have one little mustard seed that's become a tree, but you have that one mustard tree that becomes a forest of trees. That, in actuality, is the power of your small beginning. That is the power that you wield and exude when you do that little thing that causes you to get one step closer to living out your dream. I can tell you, folks, that life has been very, very amazing, especially in the past, 2024, in the past few months. Now, does that mean that I haven't encountered adversity and triumph or adversity and resistance? It does. I've encountered adversity and resistance, but it hasn't stopped the train, the dream train, from moving forward. Matter of fact, just like a train leaving a station, it starts off a little slow and then it gets into full steam. And then it gets to be so powerful that you can't even stop it. That is the story of my life as a dreamer. All right. And what I endeavor is to not only have that kind of experience in my life, but to share these experiences with you so that it can spark a flame, a huge conflagration that'll burn bright and hot and be awesome for the rest of your life. That flame would not only burn bright and hot in your life, but then you would actually have those embers, those sparks that jump from your flame into other people's lives. And that's what I envision as the dream movement. So hopefully you got what you bargained for out of this short, brief episode. And I hope you enjoyed that footage. And remember, whatever you're training yourself to do daily is what you'll become. Private preparation equals public proclamation. And if you want to perform in the main moments of your life, consider the amount of thought and intentional preparation you're putting into those private moments. Henry Ford said, it's been my observation that most people get ahead during a time that others waste. So don't waste another minute. All right, I'm going to stop right there. Y'all have a great day and a better week. And I look forward to having something else to share with you really, really soon. Y'all dreamers, take care.